Hey, it's your girl Janika. I'm coming back to you today with another video. Today I want to talk about rejection. When somebody or someone, I should say, make you feel excluded, they make you feel unwanted, unloved. It's okay. I believe rejection is truly God's protection, for you to go and be with someone who truly loves you and value you and see your worth. But you got to first know your worth and know who you are, know your own reality. And how you get to do that is by spending time with yourself. You don't have to be around a group of people to feel love. Love yourself first. I had to learn this the older I got, the more mature I became, the more I started doing reflection of my past and understanding who I am as a person, beginning to love me and work on me. I've been doing that since the pandemic, or a little bit before the pandemic, right after I had my youngest daughter, who will be 6 this year. So once I got to spend time to get to know me and to understand me, what it is that I want, what it is that I need for me, when I start seeing that, okay, this doesn't feel like love, this person isn't communicating the way that I would like to be communicated with. So that was, me understanding that, okay, this person doesn't respect me because they're ignoring me, and that's not what I need. I need for someone to learn and to know how to communicate and be a good communicator and express to me, what it is they're feeling, just like I'm able to express to them what I'm feeling. Once you start putting yourself first and understanding your own value and what you bring to a person, not necessarily what you bring to the table, but what you bring to a relationship, which is reciprocity. If a person can't give you what you're able to give them, it's unbalanced. There's no balance there. So that sounds like a bit of rejection, so you're growing because you're understanding yourself, and this is what I did on my journey, to help me to learn what it is I'm going to accept and what it is I'm not going to accept and what I'm not going to tolerate or allow in my life. Because, the saying, people only do what you allow. Well, yes, we can remove ourselves. But what happens when you share a child with this person and you have to co-parent with this person? So now it's not easy. It's a strain because now you're the person that's dragging the relationship, so to speak, or trying to hold the relationship up, to be healthy co-parents, and it just begins to put a strain and drain you because, okay, you want to better yourself, but this person likes to see you broken. This person likes to see you unhealthy because of how they met you, but you chose to grow. And that's why I say we do outgrow people, because some people, they just are who they are and they're not going to change. And so with you wanting to become a better person and wanting to change your own, life, your lifestyle, I should say, some people are not going to be happy with that version of you because they like you better when you're broken. I heard Pastor Sarah Jake Roberts say that, and some people do like to see you broken, and hurting. I don't know. They just want to have benefits over you, or something like that, of that nature. Maybe not all people have this perspective, but some people do have this perspective. Well, why you ain't acting like how you used to act? Why you not being like how you used to be? A lot of people liked me when I used to drink, and be not even so much a clown, because that was never me. Whenever I would drink, I was a social drinker. And so people liked me, when I was doing certain things that they were doing. You know, one thing was casual sex. You know, I thank the Lord for delivering me from that mindset, you know. But I'm not knocking nobody. I don't judge nobody. We all have our periods where we're going to grow and change. You know, it's not for me to try to change anybody, but people are going to grow at their own growth spurt. I seen a video the other day when a young lady was talking about how, like, when you grow out of one size of a pair of clothes, and it's so true. Say, for instance, you're in a size 7, 8, but you're growing, but you're not quite in a 10, 12 yet. Those 10, 12s are too big on you, and you can't fit in them. But you can't fit in the 7, 8s because they're flooding on you, you know. And I understand you got to give people time to grow, but that doesn't mean I stay and let this person misuse or mistreat me. You know, they'll come along or change, or they're going to get left behind. It's just as simple as that. I do believe we outgrow people. You know, it may be some people's perspective that they're not going to grow, or people don't change. I mean, people are not outgrowing other people, but I see it differently. I believe we do. Now, we're all connected, I believe, in this world to grow, but people have to see the other person's perspective. If you can't see life from somebody else's perspective, then I don't know what to tell you other than to pray to God and for Him to help you to have a different perspective, because everybody does not have the same perspective on life. You got to remember to stay grounded. Remember to renew your mind. Spend time in prayer, seeking the Lord, and practice forgiveness. You know, when people do you wrong, you got to stop and say, you know what, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And once I, began to realize this and to release people, back into the Lord's care. Not that I give up on people, but pray that God will help them to see their own wrongs and their faults and realize the role that you played in any situation. But sometimes you don't do anything wrong. Sometimes people just already have their mind set, and a lot of times people, they looking at I guess the things that they don't have or may desire the things that you have in you, which is patience, kindness, goodness, self-control. You're a forgiving person, and one thing I had to realize and come to understand is that people always say you have to teach people how to treat you. I don't necessarily agree with that, just because people know right from wrong. God has written His laws upon our heart. So even a baby knows when they're doing something wrong. So it ain't no way you could tell me that a grown butt human being don't know when they're doing something to hurt somebody or to cause someone discomfort. So that's why I have the perspective that I have about, why people say you gotta teach people how to treat you. People know how they want to be treated. They want to be treated with kindness. They want to be treated with love. So why wouldn't they expect that you would want those same things? But yeah, people are quick to say that until they're in your shoes dealing with the same exact thing that you're dealing with. People are quick to say, oh, don't let it bother you, oh, don't let it worry you, until they have to deal with those same exact things. People never understand until they're put in the same exact situation as you. Then they want to relate. Then they want to say, forgive me, I was in a bad place at that time. No. At the end of the day, you didn't consider, how this may make this person feel. You just did what you wanted to do because you were in your feelings and you were feeling some type of way, thinking that somebody is trying to slight you. And really, they haven't even been thinking like that. But some people got snake tendencies. Some people got a fox tendencies. Some people have a bull tendencies. Some people have hyena. It's just in their nature. They can't even help it. That's because they're not conscious. They're not mindful. And that's because they don't have a relationship with God. And that's why you're able to give people grace. You're not saying that, hey, it's okay that you did me this way. You're standing up for yourself and you're saying, hey, I seen what you did and I don't like it and I don't appreciate it. Well, you could tell people that all day long. And you could talk like you're talking to a brick wall. And what people will do, some people, not all people, they will deny and deflect and deny it again and don't want to be held accountable, because who are you to tell them that what they did is wrong? Who are you to tell them? Who do you think you are? You don't have a degree. Who do you think you are? You're not my mama. You're not my daddy. That's their whole mindset. How you gonna tell me anything? You ain't lived long enough. The lies people tell themselves, the way how people deceive themselves, thinking that they're so above you, thinking more highly of themselves than they ought to. You just got to say, Lord, help me. Lord, help me. Help me to respond like, what would Jesus do in this situation? What would Jesus do? Lord, give me strength. Give me your power and your strength to walk in the truth and to tell this person the truth in love. Speaking the truth in love, but everybody don't know how to receive love. They don't know how to love themselves. They can't receive no, feedback, which is healthy feedback. Feedback to change some things to make them better. Because on the outside, they look good, but on the inside, they just nasty and wicked people. And until they come to the realization that they need to change their ways, some people, they just not going to change. They just going to continue to be who they are. So sometimes I believe we do outgrow people, but some people believe that we don't. I believe that we do. We do outgrow people, because some people don't want to change. Some people don't want to heal, and that's their choice, for them to still be delusional and to deceive themselves. They don't want to see their own error and their own ways because they know more than you. Like, you ain't spent time with the Lord and the Holy Spirit reveals certain things to you. Like, you don't know nothing. Like, you just got an empty bird brain. Some people have this mindset. But I just wanted to just drop in. It's kind of chilly, even though the sun is out. I took my coat off because I was hot. But now I'm feeling cold. Like I need on a pair of gloves. This sun, y'all. But until the next video.